It's been a fun week. It has. You know, obviously the Go Fiber thing, my first official sponsored post, and granted with that there's going to be accusations of selling out, which I'm more than fine with, because ultimately, I mean, I'm a blogger, you know, on the side. So, and I've done that for years, and I know that the moment you begin talking about products, then more people actually start connecting with you because they're already searching for that product. And I've already seen it with Go Fiber. Just for me kind of neutrally demonstrating the product, people who have never heard of me are now finding me. And that's what I like. I like being able to help people across the board, but people who only find value in me if I talk about that one thing, and that's embracing hair loss, you know, by accepting your hair loss and all that. If I don't talk about that, then they think I'm a hypocrite, or they don't find value in what I do, or they maybe even get offended. So that's always going to come out when I don't talk about that one specific section of hair loss psychology. And so, you know, I get that, and I'm okay with that. But it's funny, as I've kind of looked through, and I haven't really gotten involved in the comments on that, I've just let my own supporters kind of go back and forth with my own doubters on that. The ones who say they stuck with me from the beginning, but now they're upset that I've talked about a way to conceal hair loss. So as I've read these comments, an overall theme, reoccurring theme I've seen is they apparently were offended, or whatever, they didn't like the videos, even though I've noticed, and proportionally that video was more liked than pretty much any other video I've done, proportionally at least. So I find that to be interesting, that while there's a certain part that are violently against it, most people actually like it. But the accusation is that these people started watching my videos because I was helping them to embrace their hair loss. And now here I am talking about showing, no, I'm not telling you to do it, just showing you how it works. And for catering to those people in my crowd, or people curious about the product. And therefore by doing that, that means I'm no longer embracing my hair loss, because I'm serving as a host to show them that other option, because I've grown as a host. And I realize if I'm only catering to specific guys with hair loss that shave their head or whatever, you know, that used to be who I was. But I realize if I want to connect to an audience and I want to be an expert on hair loss psychology, then I got to cater to everybody. I got to include everybody, you know. So, but anyway, the accusation is that ultimately I'm not embracing my hair loss. Okay, that's the basic implication. I'm a hypocrite because I'm not embracing my hair loss anymore, and I'm not teaching other people to do it anymore either if I'm telling them to cover up their thinning by putting, you know, Go Fiber in their hair. So here's what I want us to think about in this video is, if the whole thing is about embracing hair loss, what exactly does that even mean? In its simple meaning of the definition of embracing hair loss and accepting it, how can you know that you do? What I would say is you got to look at the opposite. What does it look like to not accept your hair loss, to not embrace your hair loss? What does that look like? Because if you know what it doesn't look like, you have a better idea of what it does look like. So what does it look like if you're not embracing your hair loss? Here's what I'm going to say in one simple word: worry. If you are worrying about your hair loss, then I'm saying you're not embracing it. Now, with confidence, I can say I don't worry about my hair loss. And I think that's what trips a lot of people up. They don't understand or observe the difference between, well, observing hair loss and accepting it. I observe hair loss 3 times a day in my videos. I observe it, we talk about it, we discuss it. That doesn't mean that I'm obsessed or worried about it. Worried, to me, shows more of a preoccupation involving the emotions, the self-esteem, all of that sort of thing. Hopefully what you're going to see in my videos is from a very non-emotional point of view. We're talking about hair loss and how it does affect us and things we can do as we acknowledge it. And there's no way anyone can say, I could tell you right now in this video, I'm not worried about my hair loss. And in my mind, in my heart, that's what I believe. I'm definitely not worried about it. I'm worried about other things in life, but not that. But then you could say, oh, Nick, that's not true. I watch your videos. You're obsessed. You make all these videos. You say it doesn't worry you, but it does. It does. And who am I to say? If that's your opinion of me and you think that I'm worried about my hair loss, then I have to let you believe that because that's your opinion about me. All right? But here's what I can tell you for a fact. Are there things in life I'm worried about? Absolutely. But hair loss isn't one of them. It's not. It's not something that affects me. But I think a lot of people come to this channel and they are worrying about hair loss. They're younger than me. They don't have established lives like I have at this point, and it worries them. To me, if you're worried about hair loss, if it really bothers you, like, oh no, my future, oh no, no girl's gonna fall in love with me, oh no, I won't be successful because of the hair loss, to me, that's not embracing it. And if you don't embrace your hair loss, that's not a crime. It's not a sin. That's why I'm making these videos, to help people embrace it. It's a journey. It's point A to point infinity, right? The way I see it, because even though I embrace my hair loss, I still like to explore the topic at this point just to help other people out and serve as the guide that I wish I had, you know, when I was 20. Because this has been going on since I was 18. In case you've never watched my videos before, I just wanted to show you that my hairline really does go up there. So that's what I'm going to say is the simple definition of someone who is embracing their hair loss. Someone who doesn't worry about it. Can you talk about hair loss? Can you acknowledge hair loss without being obsessed or worried? Yes. And I wanted to submit to you that I'm that guy. Okay, but from an outsider's perspective, they don't get it, and that's fine. Okay, but it isn't about me. It is about you. Do you know that? This is about you. This is about you and where you are on that journey. Have you reached a level of acceptance and you still, at this point, just want to maybe just get that reinforcement of how you feel and what you already believe? Why would that be a bad thing? That's just positive, encouraging information you're not going to hear anywhere else. So anyway, just wanted to kind of recap this week's from all the Go Fiber comments. I wanted to just kind of do a blanket video to address it that way. But I think it comes down to our individual perception of whether or not we embrace hair loss. And I'm saying if you're worried about hair loss, then that means you're not embracing it. And if you're not embracing it, I'm saying there's no shame in that. Because that's the same situation that so many people watching these videos are. I'm the person that's here to help those people. So yeah, I talk about it a lot because I'm here to help other people. That's what this is about. It's not about me. It is about you.